Hello, my beautiful Scorpios. Welcome to the channel. This is going to be your March reading. If you are new here, welcome. If you are somebody that has been with me for a while, welcome back. If you're new, my name is Priscilla. I am the soul alignment specialist. I am a conduit and spiritual guide, channel, as well as a light worker and somebody that is a psychic medium. My mission in life as the soul alignment specialist, which is a title that Spirit gave me, is to help you realign and alchemize every area of your life to be in alignment with your soul and your soul's purpose. So this is going to be Scorpio's reading for March. Let's go ahead and get into it. Thank you, Divine Spirit, Infinite Spirit, for allowing me to be a clear conduit and channel of light for only the highest and best of what needs to come through for my beautiful Scorpio babes. What is it that Scorpios need to know this month for November? Okay, I'm going to shuffle one more time and then we will get into it. All right. Okay, Spirit, what do my Scorpios need to know this month? What are they navigating? Ooh, okay. So we got the 10 of Swords and the Knight of Swords. So what you're navigating this month is really a closure and an end to all the stuff that's kind of been weighing heavy on your mind, all the heavy thoughts, the dense energies, the old paradigms, the old ways of doing things, and that old, like, the old patterns and programs that you had running in your mind. I'm seeing that you're becoming really clear and decisive on, you know, who you are and what you want, and you're not letting these old paradigms and programs and patterns kind of get the best of you anymore. You've been doing that work on your subconscious mind. You've been healing the inner child stuff. You're really ending and bringing closure to those dense energies that were kind of ruling your life for a while, and now you're stepping into this like state of worthiness, of clarity, of direction, and maybe not even direction, but like directness. Like you're so focused and clear on where you're going, and now you just have that like directive energy to move in that direction, which is super beautiful. Okay, so what are any lessons that you're going to be learning, or my Scorpios going to be learning this month? Okay, so we got the Page of Swords upright, and then we got the Star and the Two of Cups reversed. So with all of this sword, you know, heady, intellectual energy that's happening, as you become more clear on where it is that you're going, what it is that you're doing, what I'm getting here is you're not so much focusing on yourself. You're not focusing on relationships or love. Like, that's not where your focus is. You're focused on you and where you're going and what you're doing. It's like you're so clear, and that directive, it's like you're just like, I'm moving in my direction. Like, I'm not gonna let anything else get in the way. This is like new love or partnership, and then this is like you being the star of your own life, and it's like it's not about you anymore. Like there's something that it's almost like your service or inspiration to serve and be this like best version of yourself for the world has like taken over, and it's almost like you're letting go of these two things and saying like, I'm not going to be distracted anymore by so much what like my ego mind, or like fulfilling my own, like, not that you're not going after your own wants and needs, but there's something bigger happening here, that it's just not about you anymore. It's about like what you're doing in the world and the mark you're leaving on the world, and almost like the legacy that you're leaving it's like you're so clear on what that is and taking action in that, that you're not letting the smallness, no, it's like you're not letting the things that maybe you would have before into your life, because it's not in alignment with that bigger purpose-driven thing, right? It's like, no. Like, yeah, that may feel good right now, but I know that's not going to serve me in the future, so I'm not going to engage in it. I'm not going to do it. It's like you're so focused on that, on what it is that you're creating, the legacy, that it's like these smaller things that maybe you would have given yourself before, you're like setting a boundary with yourself almost. And that's actually like a really beautiful thing, because as a Scorpio, you know, pleasure is a really big thing for you. You love decadence. You love to really satiate in things that are pleasurable, but it's almost like you're detoxing a little bit from pleasure for pleasure's sake. And like, you're seeing the bigger picture in the sense of, oh, does this serve where I'm going and what I'm trying to do? And if the answer is no, then you're okay walking away from it and saying no to it for the time being, which is really interesting. I kind of love that for you, Scorpio. Okay, so what is the spiritual guidance in this? Okay, we got, yeah. Oof. Okay, so these all came out upside down, but we got the Emperor, the Two of Wands, and then the Nine of Wands. And what I'm getting is you're really like, it's almost like you're not allowing yourself that pleasure, right? If it's not in accordance or in alignment with that bigger picture, because you know that something is meant for you. It's like, you know, your Emperor is coming. You know that divine counterpart is coming. You know divine union is available to you. You know that the end of this like suffering and all the work that you've been putting in, that it's not just about the short-term pleasure, it's about the long-term pleasure. Like, that's where your focus is, on long-term, on legacy, on what you're creating. And it's like, if it doesn't hit all, not to say that it's like you have a list and it has to check every box, but it's like, if it doesn't hit those key components for the fullness of what it is that you're looking for to contribute to your life and your legacy, you're okay saying no to it right now. You're okay to detox from it and to let it go and walk away, because you know something is out there, some like king emperor energy, like something is so destined for you and so aligned to you, and so it's like divine, and you know it's there, and you're just going to like do the work and be diligent in. And that's kind of what I'm getting. It's like Spirit's asking you to be diligent, but yet you're also stepping into that and saying, yes, I will be diligent. And you've already kind of enacted that energetically. Okay, and so what is the overall energy that you're going to be navigating this month? What are my Scorpios navigating as the overall energy? Okay, we got a few cards. Yeah, beautiful. Okay. So we got the Empress reverse. So you just had the Emperor reverse and the Empress reverse. You're learning how to be the queen in your life, right? How to hold that vibrational frequency, how to like really say, no, it's not up to my standards. It's not that you're not better than anybody, but you're like, this isn't what I want, and it's not what I'm looking for. It's not what I'm wanting to engage in right now. It's like you're holding that boundary, you're holding your crown up high, and like really that worthiness piece is so big. Then we got the Moon upright, the Five of Coins reversed, the Six of Swords upright, and then the Hermit. And what's interesting is what I'm getting here is you're really digging into like your emotions, into the depths of like who you are, what it is that you want, what feels good inside on like such a deep level. And that is, you're like so tuned into your like divine feminine of receiving only that which feels good to you, only that which aligns to the bigger picture, only that which is legacy energy that you're really wanting to like tap into right now. Everything else just kind of feels like with this Five of Coins reverse, it's almost like you don't want to get caught up in the emotions of somebody else or something else, because it's just like you feel like maybe it'll be a waste of time, or that you don't want to waste your energy in that way, right? It's like you don't want to get caught up in this in the things that don't feel like legacy energy, that don't feel like long-term energy, because you know it will kind of stir the pot and like lead to maybe heartache or pain or just like frustration. And so you're just like, no, I'm not going to go there, because I don't want that. I don't want that like convoluted, ambiguous, like weird energy in my field. I just want to focus on what is coming. And so with that, this Six of Swords and the Hermit reverse, and I just saw 1111 when I flipped these over, it's like you're starting this new beginning, and you're really allowing yourself to like have that solo time. You're allowing yourself to come within and cocoon and get really clear on what that legacy energy is, what it is that you're wanting to create, who that person is that you're wanting to be, who that divine counterpart is that you're calling in, that destined path. Like you're really focusing and honing in on that destined path. And so with this Six of Swords, it's like this is creating a passageway for you. The further that you go inward and you get really clear on that, the more the universe is going to open up this passageway for you to understand what that is. It's going to start to bring that into you, and this like divine union between you and your king or queen, you know, divine feminine, divine masculine energy is like, it's learning how to balance and is becoming more balanced. There's like what do you call it, like a recalibration happening right now is what I'm getting, a recalibration energy. And that's a beautiful thing for you Scorpios, because like I said, you do like to go deep. You don't want to be surface oriented. And like maybe you have been surface oriented for a bit longer than you had anticipated or wanted, but you're like ready to go deep again with somebody, and you're ready to have that like deep fulfilling relationship, those deep fulfilling like conversations, deep fulfilling like destiny, you know, like interactions with people that just feed your soul on such a deep level that it's like there's nothing else that kind of fills that void for you. And so with that, I'm gonna go ahead and now pick an animal spirit card for you all, which I love that for you Scorpio. I mean, that's a completely different energy that you're moving into than what you've been in as a Scorpio. It's like you're really owning your truth and really allowing only that which aligns to your truth and that legacy long-term depth of who you are and what you're wanting to create to align to that. So what animal spirits can Scorpios utilize this month, Spirit? Okay, we got the snake, the octopus, and the starfish. So with the snake, this one has the seed of life with it, and it's like an Ouroboros. It's eating its own tail, which is really beautiful. Like not only are you going through this huge transformation right now, but you're like planting the seeds for what it is that you're creating. You're really like closing up your container to not let any energy go to waste. And with that, you're amplifying your frequency, amplifying your field, really like making your vibrational resonance so loud and attuned to that thing that you want that it's like the universe has to bring it to you. It has to align. It has to match up to that frequency or that resonance to be in that perfect pitch, right? And that perfect point on the radio dial that it's like you can turn it all the way up and there's no static, there's nothing else there because you're so clear on that. That's that snake energy, that's that transformation energy. But with this Ouroboros, like eating itself, it's like you've got a closed conduit here, and all the energies is building and building and building, and you're becoming a stronger vibration for what it is that you want, which is super beautiful. So you can, if you see snakes, this can be your indication that, or an Ouroboros like this, or even the seed of life, that the universe is sending you, like, yes, you're on the right track, keep going, keep amplifying that energy. Or you can evoke and embody the animal medicine of the snake, the Ouroboros, and the seed of life to continue to feed the energy moving forward that you're trying to create. And then we have the octopus and the starfish. With the octopus, this came through for, who was it? Maybe Capricorn, I can't remember. But with this card, it's almost like, make sure that you're not spreading your energy too thin, right? This is really the frequency you want to hold, is that closed conduit. So if you start to see an octopus, or you start to get the octopus energy, this can also be camouflage, right? Learning how to blend into your environment and to really not allow yourself to be fully seen at all times. But at the same time, this can also be a little kind of like precursor or warning, like watch where your energy is going, because you may be spreading yourself too thin and have your hands in too many different pots or energies. And so you're kind of getting out of this frequency here. Okay, so really feel into how that feels for you with the octopus energy. Because they do have 8 like tentacles and limbs, and they can hold on to things, and they're super smart. I mean, if you saw my octopus teacher, they're very enlightened beings. So this may even be an indicator for you to really trust your gut, trust your instincts, and to only adhere and attach to the things that feel good, that feel resonant, that align to that legacy energy, that bigger picture, that service-oriented aspect of like who you're stepping into and who you're like amplifying into, really. And then allow yourself to be that starfish. Allow yourself to be the starfish of your life, to plant in. These have little like suction cups too, right? The little tentacle things underneath where they like adhere and stick to things, and like only put that star of approval on the things that you're really, really wanting to 100% commit to, 100% give to, 100% feed, you know, like, and nurture. If it's not that, if it's not 100%, if it's not a fuck yes, like let it be a no thank you, and then move on. Like you're getting into some really, really big manifestation energy if you can hold this frequency of that closed conduit. Oof, I love that for you, Scorpio. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, so I'm gonna pull let me put these other cards away. I'm gonna go ahead now and pull a oracle card for you all. So what other messages do you have from this oracle deck for my beautiful Scorpios today, Spirit? What other messages do you have for them? Ooh, we got quite a few. Let's see here. You guys didn't get a lot in the very beginning, so this is beautiful. Thunder and lightning, Pinnacles, the Offering, Frequency of light, ebb and flow. Okay, so what I'm getting here is this thunder and lightning. Like, if it's not evoking thunder and lightning within you, if it's not setting off all of your electrical impulses, and like I said, that like fuck yes energy, if it's not doing all of that, if like your brain isn't fully activated, if your body isn't fully activated, let it be a no thank you. Be like, no, it's not everything I want. Like, you know, I don't want that excess of energy. I don't want that energetic leak, or, you know, have to clean up a mess, right? If it's not the thunder and lightning, if it's not everything that you have been asking for and wanting. And that's like, you see, she's even sitting here in like this meditative pose and letting all of that electrical current build outside of her. It's like, you can be that super magnet. You can be the lighthouse and just let the thing come to you. You don't have to go out and search for it, right? And then with that, to amplify your frequency, you got Pentacles, doing something that really helps to amplify your energy, whether this is exercise, whether this is Kundalini or regular yoga, whether this is sitting in meditation and breath work. Like, do something, whether it's gardening or, you know, growing your own food. Like, do something that feeds your soul, that amplifies your energetic frequency, that brings you joy and helps to align these 3 pentacles, mind, body, and spirit, and gets you into the highest version and highest resonance and frequency of energy that you can be, right? That's how you become a super magnet. And then from there, allowing the offering to come to you, allowing the light to come in, allowing things that want to leave, you know, like, you can offer things up to the universe and say, take it, I don't want it anymore. Or you can offer yourself up to the universe and say, use me as a channel, use me as a vessel, use me as a conduit. I'm here, I'm open, I'm ready to receive, you know, like, utilize me. So whatever that offering is, whether it's you giving the offering or you taking the offering, allow it to be this ebb and flow. Allow yourself to feel that. And with this ebb and flow too, there's 2 girls standing there like dancing. So really tap into the energies of those closest to you, of those people that you feel like are your soulmates, that you're super resonant with, because that's going to help amplify that energy of resonance, of the depth that you want, of the it's going to amplify that frequency of you getting the soulful, fill your cup type energy, right? Those are the people that you want to be collaborating with and you want to be calling in right now. And then this frequency of light, allow the transformation to happen. Allow yourself to really open up that portal and draw the light inward. Tap in, use your crystals, tap into nature. Allow that opening of saying, yes, this is what I want. Yes, I'm clear on what I want. I'm closing the gap on everything else, and I'm opening that portal for what I want. And I'm just going to let that transformation happen. I'm just going to allow myself to hold that light, to hold that frequency, and that's what it says, frequency of light, to hold that frequency of light for what I want and what I'm calling in and what my legacy is and who my divine partner is and who those like soul connections are, my soulmates, my soul tribe. Like, that's who you're calling in right now. That's who you're wanting to hold space for, and letting go of everything else that feels like riffraff or any sort of distraction energy. Okay. And so the last card I'm going to pull for you, my beautiful Scorpios, is going to be a moon card. So what energies do my Scorpios need to hold in order to have everything that they want this month, Spirit? Wisdom. You have all the knowledge underneath you. It's like you're literally sitting on all the wisdom you could possibly want. You just have to learn how to leverage it, how to activate it and unlock it within you. And you can see she's like reaching for the stars, and she's on a boat. So just know that this is like in your depths. You have this. And this is the number 22, right? The 22 is all about balance. It's all about union. When it comes down to a 4, you know, that is divine union. That's you standing in your strong foundation and knowing that what you want, you will have it. And it's all going to come to you. You just have to be that lighthouse. You have to be and know and access your own internal wisdom, because it's all there for you. Beautiful Scorpios. Man, that was amazing. And the bottom of the deck was gratitude. So, you know, you're calling somebody in, and even if they're not here yet, be grateful for who has shown up. Be grateful for those soul connections in your life. hold that frequency of gratitude for all the things that have worked, all the depth and like fulfillment that is going on in your life. And as you do that and you get excited about that frequency of gratitude for what has shown up, what you have created, what is fulfilling, the universe is going to bring you more of that, right? And so that frequency, if you can amplify that even further through those joys and the things that really satiate your whole being and turn on, you know, the thunder and lightning within you, as you do that and you close that conduit, that frequency, like the universe is going to reward you big time for that. And everything that you've ever dreamed of and everything that you've ever asked for, those divine, that destiny is going to match up with you. I love this for you, Scorpio. This is super exciting. How beautiful was that reading? If this was helpful, please share this with another fellow Scorpio. Make sure that you watch your rising and moon sign as well. And if this was helpful and you want to donate to the channel, donations are always welcome. They're not necessary, but gratefully appreciated. And if you want to book a session with me, all the links and everything are down below. I love you guys. I hope you have a wonderful March, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.